Hello, hope you're having a great day and welcome to another video on my channel. In this video I'm going to be talking about the new patch that's just come to Call of Duty and what you can come to expect in the update. A lot of people have probably already seen it, but I'm still waiting for the update to finish because my internet's really slow, so I thought I'd take a look at the patch notes and just highlight a few things that I think are going to be really important. So the first things that I'm going to cover in this update are actually some of the Warzone updates. So of note, there's an armor box now. So what this does is it essentially resupplies all of your teammates with full armor. I think it's going to cost around about £4 something like that, as it's replacing the shield turret in the buy station, but you can also find it in loot. Next, you've got the most wanted contracts. They've been added back into the game. In terms of loot, they've actually added a few new guns to the loot pool that you can find in chests or on the ground. Something like the SKS, the AX50, the Kilo 141, there's a few others, you can see them on the screen now. What I think is most interesting is that they've changed the Gulag loadouts, which I'm really happy about because I hate the 357 revolver and the shotguns, things like that. They're awful. And they've actually made it all automatic weapons now, so you've got a bunch of assault rifles and SMGs that have been added into there. I think this is really going to make the Gulag more interesting, because I used to dread having to use some of those guns in there, and I think it's going to make things a bit more evenly matched as well, so I'm really looking forward to trying them out. On the next page we've got a few bug fixes and minor changes that they've made to the game. You can have a pause and read through them now if you like. The only one that I've personally experienced myself is when you were walking with a squad and you couldn't see your operator when you're on the Warzone lobby. That was the only thing I really experienced, so I'm glad they fixed that. But apart from that, it's all just kind of minor exploits and things like that they've fixed. So now I'm just going to quickly talk about the weapons, so what changes they've made. They've nerfed a few and buffed a few. The first one is the Renetti. So the build that I was using in the video that I just made, they've actually nerfed that, so that's good. But yeah, they've basically increased the hip fire spreads, decreased the damage, and if you're using akimbo and the burst fire mods at the same time, they've also decreased the damage there. So I think that the burst fire Renettis are kind of a thing of the past now. Nobody's really going to use them. They're going to become like the snake shots, where they've just been nerfed to the point that they're just not a viable option anymore. Next up, we've got the FAL and the SCAR. So they've both had their ADS time reduced, so that's good. And the VLK Rogue has also been buffed, so that's got an increased rate of fire, increased close damage range for the 12 gauge rounds, and increased damage range of the 6-inch revolt barrel. So I was quite surprised at the last gun on this list, the Holger 26 LMG. They've actually made quite a lot of improvements to it. So in general, they've increased the movement speed, improved the ADS time, a slight recoil reduction, and then the attachments, they've actually buffed quite a few of them. So the Spitfire barrel, the ultralight barrel, the 30 round magazine, the no stock, and the stippled grip, all of those attachments have actually been buffed, so their general stats have been slightly improved. So finally we move on to the Warzone bug fixes and changes that they've made. I'm not going to read through the bug fixes because they're mainly just obscure glitches that don't really happen very often, but you can read through them if you like. I'm going to read through the main ones for me. So the fix in the voice chat cutting out during a match. I know I experienced that a lot, so I'm glad that they fixed that. They've also nerfed the RPG by the looks, so they've reduced the kill radius for players with full armor. I'm glad that they're making changes to the RPG and making it less overpowered. In my opinion, they should just take it out of the game completely, but I'm glad that they're recognising that it is a bit of an issue at the moment. The final circle now moves. I may be wrong, but what I think this means is that rather than just closing in slowly on the final circle, it's going to be like the rest of the circle, so it's going to move around slightly. The most wanted contract has been reduced from 5 minutes to 3 minutes. And then finally, like I said at the start, there's now the shield turret been replaced by the armor box at buy stations. You'll still be able to find shield turret in loot, but I mean the shield turret's pretty useless. I don't know why anyone would use it anyway. But yeah, the armor box is definitely going to be more useful, and I look forward to seeing how it plays out in game. So there you have it. That is everything that I think was useful information from the new patch notes. I'm still waiting for the update to download. It's 30 gig in size, so if you haven't started downloading it, you want to do so as quick as possible, because if your internet's anything like mine, it's going to take all day. But nevertheless, I'm going to try and make a video once the update is finished. And if you enjoyed the video and you learned something, please leave a like and subscribe. But I'll see you in the next one, and I hope you have a good day.